So in this video, we'll be talking about my favorite TV shows that I watched in 2024. So if you didn't already know, I like to watch TV. And with watching a lot of TV, there are going to be shows I love and shows that I don't. But in this video, we're just going to talk about all the ones that I really enjoyed this year. I will not be going in depth for each show. So if you really want to know my full thoughts on each of these, you can check out my website and you can check out this channel as well for reviews and anything I said about them. But I will tell you what I liked about each one. And these are in no particular order at all. I'm just going to be listing them. So my first show I'm going to talk about is Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So I rated this show 4 stars, and you can catch this show on Prime. And what did I like about it? I liked the action. And believe it or not, I liked a little bit of the romance as well. It wasn't a whole lot, but it was cool seeing these strangers kind of get to know each other and kind of fall in love or see where their relationship goes while also putting their lives in danger. So yeah, had a great time with that show. The next show is The Artful Dodger. This one I rated 4.5 stars and it was on Hulu. This show I feel like I didn't really hear a lot about. The only reason I wanted to check this one out is because I liked who was playing the main characters of this show. And I'm glad I definitely watched this show. It was, again, one of my favorites of the year. It was a period drama. Love me a period drama. I loved how the main characters weren't like an instant love, but they kind of fell for each other's minds. I really enjoyed the romance in this show. And who doesn't love a romance where they're not supposed to be together, but they just want to be together? And this did get renewed for a season 2, so I'm so excited and can't wait for that to come out. So if you're into a period drama and you like some romance and some medical stuff, check this one out. My next show, and I think this one is my favorite of the year, and that is My Lady Jane. So I rated this show 5 stars, and you could actually go catch this on Prime. What did I not like about this show? Because everything in this show I absolutely loved. I loved the romance that we had. I love an enemies to lovers. I loved a arranged marriage, and then they fall in love. Loving it. I loved the comedy in this as well. It definitely lightened up the mood for a lot of spots. And if you know me, comedies are hit or miss. So the fact that I enjoyed the comedy in this says a lot. I also love the little fantasy aspect as well. So seeing all those elements come together and make this fantastic show, I was living for it. And I love a period drama as well. So loved everything about this show. So sad that it has not been renewed for season 2. The fact that it was canceled. Justice for My Lady Jane. Justice for My Lady Jane. That's all I gotta say. But if you love fantasy, if you love comedy, if you love period pieces, if you love drama, if you love romance, check this out because it has everything and I absolutely loved it. Another one of my favorite shows was Maxton Hall. Loved this one too. This one I rated 5 stars and this was on Prime. So what did I like about this show? If you don't sense the theme on here, but it was the romance. I love the romance. I also really like that it wasn't super raunchy at all. Just looking from the trailer, I thought it would be more of like a Gossip Girl or maybe like an Elite, something like that, where the characters are very sexualized. And in the beginning, just from a few beginning shots, I thought the tone of the show might be like that. But as you go on and see the season, it wasn't. And honestly, that made me so happy. Just more of a cute, pure love. But generally, I really liked the romance. I loved our 2 main characters. I just loved how cute and funny they were together. So if you really do like romance or even like teen romances in movies or books, I would say go check this show out because I think you will enjoy it. Okay, my next show on here is A Discovery of Witches, which I rated 4.75 stars. And I saw this on Netflix. This was one I had seen previously in years, like advertised, but never got around to watching it. Finally, it was on Netflix and I was like, give it a try. And I'm glad I did. So you have your vampires, you have your supernaturals, you have your witches. And I love the forbidden romance between a vampire and a witch. I was living for it. 2 people who are not supposed to be together, but they fall in love anyway and they can't be away from each other. I love the chemistry between our 2 main characters. And I kind of love how their love affects everyone around them, all their friends and family, and they're all kind of coming together and kind of like a found family. So I really enjoyed that. But it was really cool to see this supernatural world. our two main characters. I was just living for it because I remember that era growing up and loving all those shows and movies that were coming out at that time with all these supernatural creatures. So seeing this and watching this, I really enjoyed it. And I love that I got closure with the season. Okay, and my last show is Suits. I rated this 4.5 stars and I watched this on Netflix and I loved it. Can we please bring back shows with 6, 9, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13 seasons? Because I was loving this. I was loving how many seasons there were, and I can just binge hours and hours of this show constantly. It was great. It kind of threw me back into how TV used to be. So I guess I love that nostalgic feeling I had while watching this show. I also loved Harvey and Mike and their relationship and their little banter. They're kind of like brother mentor-y relationship. I love that. Can we talk about Jessica Pearson? Loved her. I honestly think she's my favorite character. I love seeing this woman in power. So I love the characters. I love the cases. It was just a really good show that you could watch over and over again. I had a great time. I just enjoyed how I felt while watching this show. It made me feel so good. So if you love a legal drama, or if you need a new show to binge that will take you a couple weeks, go check out Suits. Okay, and those were my favorite shows of 2024. They were so good. I had such a good time. They really were the bright spots in my TV watching year. Of course, there were other shows this year that I watched that I liked, but these were really the ones that were the best of the best in my opinion, and that just brought me so much joy, and I really enjoyed watching all of these. So did you watch any of these shows this year? And if so, were any of them your favorites? And if you have other shows that were in your favorites of 2024, please leave them in the link below. I would love to see what people are loving this year. So I hope you guys are enjoying the BingeMiss/Blogmas content that I'm having on my website and my YouTube channel. I will link both of them below. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment. If you enjoyed this video or if you are enjoying my videos, feel free to follow me on all my socials. It is ATS_NGO on all platforms. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, week, month, hopefully a good rest of your year. And until next time, bye.